So in today's lecture of mathematical modeling, I am going to teach all about the jury stability test. I am going to do jury stability test in today's lecture. So jury stability test. Okay, so consider a given discrete time linear system. And what I'll have to consider is discrete time linear system. Zn plus 1 is equal to m into Zn, where m is what, here m is what, n into n metric. Now to find eigenvalues, what we need to do? We need to solve this m minus lambda is equal to 0. Okay. Now this is a polynomial of degree n, say q of lambda, where q of lambda is equal to a naught into lambda raised to power of n plus a1 into lambda raised to power of n minus 1 plus up to plus a n minus 1 into lambda plus a n, where a naught is not equal to 0. This a naught is what? Not equal to 0. Okay, remember this. Now to apply this jury stability test, what we need to do is we need to form a table. So first point is what? What is the step 1? In the first row, write all the coefficient of polynomials starting from the highest power of lambda. Second step says that in the second row, write these coefficient in reverse order. Okay. Whatever the coefficient which we have taken, we have to write all this coefficient in reverse order. Okay. For the third row, multiply by an upon a naught and then subtract the same from the first row. Fourth step is what? For fourth row, write the first and coefficient of the third row in reverse order. And the fifth step is repeat the same procedure till a row contain only one non-zero element. I will explain you all with the help of the problem also. Okay. Now let us see the jury stability. Now this is jury stability part. Okay. Now for a naught greater than 0, if all the coefficient in the first column of odd numbered row are positive, that is q of 1 is greater than 0 and minus 1 raised to power of n, q of minus 1 is greater than 0, then all the roots of polynomial lie inside the unique circle with center at the origin. Hence we get the stable system. Okay. So this is the first part. I hope you all can see this. Next, let us see the second point. If any one of the coefficient is 0, then the system is stable. So, if any one of the coefficient is 0, then we will get a stable. Then you can say that the system is stable. Okay, and the third step is what? If a naught is less than 0, then multiply the whole polynomial by minus 1 to make it positive. Okay. Now, if any one of these conditions are not satisfied, then the system is unstable. Okay, so let us see to this problem, that is test jury stability condition for. Now test jury stability condition for b naught lambda square plus b1 lambda plus b2 is equal to 0, where b naught is greater than 0. Now consider q of lambda is equal to b naught into lambda square plus b1 lambda plus b2. Okay. Now the first step, see the first step from the, okay, let us see the first step. So to apply jury stability test, we need to form a table. So first what we need to do is, in the first row, write all the coefficient of polynomials starting from the highest power of lambda. So what I need to do over here is, in the first row, what I have to do in the first row, so in the first row, write all the coefficient of polynomial. So I have to write all the coefficients of the polynomial. Now these are the polynomial, right? This is the coefficient b naught, b1, b2. They are the coefficient of the given polynomial. Okay. Now in the first row, write all the coefficient of the polynomial starting from the highest power of lambda. So starting highest power of the lambda is what? This. So b naught, write it first, then comes b1 and then b2. Okay. Now the second, this was what? Second step was, the second point over here. In the second row, write this coefficient in reverse order, okay? So in the second row, now this is the second row. Now write all this coefficient in the reverse order, B2, B1 and B0, okay? What about the third one? For the third row, multiply by n upon a0 and then subtract the same from the first row. Okay, so for the third row, what I have to do is I have to multiply, right? So I have to multiply b2 and what I have to multiply this with b2 upon b0. Okay, so b2 upon b0. So multiply with this and subtract it from the first row. Okay, subtract the same thing with the first row. So b0 minus b square upon b0 you will get. I have taken this as c0. c1 is equal to b1 minus b1 b2. Okay, b1 b2 is what? B1 b2 upon b0 is value. Okay, now this is equal to what? Now c2 is equal to what? b2 minus this b2 minus b0, this b0 into multiply by what? b2 upon b0. Okay, so I have to multiply with this. Then next step is what now? What is going to happen? This b0 is going to cancel, and what is this? b2 minus b2, it will give you nothing but 0. Okay, now on the next page I will write c0 is equal to b0 minus b2 square upon b0. c1 is equal to b1 minus b1 b2 upon b0. c2 is equal to 0. Okay, now you will get c0 is equal to b0 minus b2 square upon b1 and d0 is equal to c0 minus c1 the whole square upon c0. Okay, now let me. So in the fifth step, there exists a single non-zero number b0 since b0 is greater than 0. Okay. Now since b0 is greater than 0, it implies that c0 is greater than 0 and d0 is greater than 0. Okay. Now q of minus 1 is greater than 0, comma minus 1 raised to power n into q of minus 1 is greater than 0. So we assume b0 is equal to 1 if modulus of b1 is less than 1 and modulus of b1 is less than 1 plus b2. Okay. So with this I am done with this jury stability test. Hope you all have understood this concept. I want you all to solve this problem by yourself. Okay. You all need to solve this by yourself. Okay, and see if you all are getting the same thing. And thanks for watching.